Elvis Presley's war buddy says they were blood brothers. Greatest laugh I ever heard. Singer Elvis Presley was stationed in Germany for 2 years with author Johnny Lang in the U.S. Army. August 16 marks 46 years since Elvis Presley died. His legacy lives on, not just for fans, but for those who got to know the man behind the music. More than 60 years after befriending the iconic Southern crooner while enlisted in the U.S. Army, author Johnny Lang put pen to paper and documented a few of the fond memories he had with Presley in his novel, My Army Days with Elvis: Friendship, Football, and Follies. Lang exclusively told Fox News Digital he was motivated to write the novel after watching Austin Butler's outstanding performance in the award-winning film, Elvis. Walking out of the theater with his children and grandchildren, Lang's son asked, "What do you think, Dad? Do you think you're ready to write a book?" Elvis Presley's 1968 bordello scene, originale suite for being too risque di tour. After seeing this, man, it inspired me, Lang responded. His wild memories with Elvis lasted a lifetime. From spending hours in training to countless weekends together playing football and nearly becoming blood brothers, Lang cherished the close bond he formed with the jailhouse rock singer. Elvis was drafted into the Army in 1958 while Lang volunteered for the service, which was typical at the time. The only difference was that Presley already had thousands of fans across the country as the Heartbreak Hotel artist with a Las Vegas residency under his belt. Lang had seen Elvis on the firing range in Fort Hood, Texas, but his first opportunity to speak with the musician was on a train headed to New Jersey before they were due to hop on the U.S. Randolph to Germany. Charlie Hodge, Presley's longtime best friend, introduced Lang to the singer while en route. "I never met a celebrity in my whole life," Lang recalled. "There's Elvis, sitting down there like that, and I walk up to him, standing up and my heart's going like this, and I just stare at him, and he's looking at me. Finally, he says, 'Sit down, Chief.' So I sit down, and I'm so nervous. I said, 'Hey, will you autograph my grandmother's picture, my sister's picture, my mother's picture?' He says, 'No problem.' Anyway, I was there for about 15 minutes, and in awe. And the last thing he says to me, 'I'll see you on the boat, Johnny. Maybe we can spend some time together.' I say, 'I'll be looking for you.'" Presley was allowed to live off base while stationed in Germany, and Lang was a regular visitor. "I spent all my weekends at his house," Lang said. "I'd get up about noon, and then at about 1 o'clock, I'd be at the house, and there would be about 300 or 400 people there, because they all want an autograph." Lang said, "I just knock on the door." I spent almost a year and a half with him every weekend. One of Lang's favorite stories with his friend was from a time Elvis had a head cold, and the pair shared a quiet yet poignant moment together. "We were combat training in a place called Grafenwohr," Lang recalled. Presley had a tank outfit, while Lang was in a scout outfit, but they somehow reconnected. "I find the barracks. Elvis is all by himself, so I walk in and say, 'Hey, babe, what's going on?' He says, 'I don't feel good. All the guys are at training. They left me here behind.' So he's laying on an army bed, and I'm sitting there, just him and me, biggest guy in the world, but we're talking." Lang remembered. "I sat on the edge of the bed, and I said, 'Hey, El, will you tell me something?' I said, 'Why are you, with all the fame you have and all the money you have, why are you my friends?' He said, 'I'm going to tell you something, Johnny Lang. You'd still like me if I was a janitor, and thank God I'm not.' And I say, 'You got that right.' I got up, and in my mind, I'm thinking, unbelievable, just him and I. The whole world would love to see it." Lang remembered helping Presley fix his blanket because he wasn't feeling his best and said, "You take care. I know you're not feeling good. I won't keep you up, but God bless you. I'll see you when that opportunity arrives again. You never know what he's going to do," Lang said. "He says to me, he says, 'Hey, Johnny, why don't you and I become blood brothers?'" Presley asked Lang to get a knife, but he played a little joke on the singer in return. "So I go in the kitchen. I get a butter knife, come in the living room, and I say, 'Ok, babe, I got you.' And he says, 'You do it first, and I'll follow you.' I said, 'Okay.' So I take the knife, and I'm going. Man, this ain't cutting. It's a butter knife, and Elvis, he's looking at me and says, 'I'll tell you what, Johnny, forget it. Greatest opportunity in the world for me to be a blood brother with the entertainer of the century." While they were together at the border of Czechoslovakia, now the Czech Republic,